Guys, Avatar The Last Airbender is a crazy good movie. I honestly think it could beat up for Best Animated Movie at the Oscar. The movie blew me away in every aspect. It's super cool, emotional, and full of action. The visual looks amazing, from the start to finish. I think it deserves an Oscar, and it's really on that level of animation. It's a fantastic journey that brings us back to Teen Avatar, and it's totally worth watching. It was a shame not seeing it in movie theater, but let me know in the comments what you think about this. This Avatar movie has a hard time before coming out. A fan suffered too, actually, because it leaked online earlier this year, and many people saw it early. I don't know, if it was a big success in number for Paramount right now, because everyone is talking about Spider-Man brand new day and this week, and we will have a review of that soon, by the way. But I hope fans show love to this Avatar movie on streaming because it deserves the support. Like I said, not having an interior was a missed chance. This franchise keeps going only if people watch and support the content. So tell me in the comments if you saw it, if you like it, or if you are supporting this project. I think the weakest part is the group called the Outcasts. There are no bender who suffer in the Fire Nation world, but in the end, you never really get their motivation. They want the staff to get elemental power, so they start being outcasts. But then what? Is it weak backstory that only exists to they can join Tagah? Tagah, by the way, well made. But this side character bring almost nothing to the story, and that was super disappointing. On the other hand, Tagah is a great villain. He is an ancient character from Avatar lore who lost his whole teen Earth nomad in the front of his eyes. That right his desire for revenge through the time. He was not frozen by accidents. The ancient Earth nomad Sona was involved in that past conflict before Tagah turned into a monster. That this movie had everything an animated film needs. The secondary villains were weak, but Tagah was solid. And having Dave Bautista as his voice was super awesome. And actually, he becoming a monster. He's super funny that, it's something like Senseiya that Gemini becomes a giant monster. I don't know why, but that happened. And here, Tagah becoming a monster too. And that was super hilarious because at the end, all that action animated film, had this kind of stuff. Ah, but you seeing Teen Avatar back together was great. The live action show failed to capture something this movie gets right: the soul of the character. Even as adults, they are still themselves. Sokka makes his jokes. Toph is still proud, saying she is the best bender in the world, and Katara is more mature. One sad thing is that they cut a scene showing Katara pregnant. And I get why they did it, because the movie shows Aang as the ultimate avatar who gives up everything to save his people overcome his guilt. He showed that you don't need to be a vendor to keep the Earth nomad culture alive. We even see one the outcast become his student. So we know that in Legend of Korra, the Airbender are flying based on returns. So we know that in Legend of Korra, the Airbender and flying based on return. Even if Aang died as an adult and missed his kids, showing Katara pregnant would have been a nice touch, from my perspective, of course. After the movie, a lot of news comes out about the Avatar universe. One big point is that Korra is said to be the most powerful avatar so far, which makes sense since each avatar gets stronger. But even if she's the most powerful, she's also the most disliked by many fans, because he broke the connection with past avatar and because of how her story ended. And whatever the reason, the truth is that a lot of people hate Korra, and a lot of people love her too. So I don't know. Let me in the comment. What is your opinion about Korra? In this movie, we saw a huge power boost for Aang. Even Tagah gets power boost with Sun and stuff. And giving up his power to beat Tagah was a big moment. The conflict of idea was this. Tagah wanted to destroy everything to rebuild from ashes, while Aang chose to forgive himself and stop the cycle of hate. The movie has great moments, and since Zuko was awesome and the rest of the team, we also got a small teaser for the new Avatar series. And it showed an apocalyptic scenario where the world falls into a chaos due to spirits. The world is broken and the vendor are gone, or the most part of the vendor. The new avatar is a young girl with a twin sister, which feels like a total reboot. To be honest, the animation doesn't look as good as this movie, and the story only teases Korra coming back at some points. Disconnecting from the original thing is one of the biggest mistakes of this franchise to me. Even if Legend of Korra was fun, there was not needed to jump in time so fast when you could tell so many stories with Aang. This movie proved it. What made movie instead of giving us more TV seasons with the character we love? They could have introduced Korra later and had something like Naruto Shippuden or something like that. We wanted to see Aang master the Avatar state and deal with the aftermath of the war in Republic City. There were so many villains they could have used. So remnants of the war. So a lot of outcasts, another bender that is now inserting to follow the Avatar, and a lot of ideas that in this point it doesn't matter, but you know what I mean. It's sad that they miss that potential with the team we grew up with. You saw the series in 2010 or 2007. That is the point, but it's unfortunately a bad decision, and this time doesn't matter because Korra marked some point important in the story of Aang. The point of his death, the point of his child, and all that. So it's complicated doing something like that in this moment. In the end, what fans want is simple. We want to see Aang and Team Avatar in action. Give us great story like the movie, which is a 10 out of 10 by the way, and deserve to be in theater and nominated for an Oscar. In my opinion, of course. So, if you like this video, let me in the comment what is your opinion. If you like her, if you don't like the movie, tell me in the comment when you watched the movie, wasn't with all these leaks of, or if you waited to this point to support the franchise in Paramount Plus. For me, it's simple. A great product, 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, we don't have this movie in theater, but if you like the Avatar, support it because it's a great product, an incredible movie. I'm Wetex, and see you in the next time. Bye bye.